not a week goes by the way, that I cannot talk about MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, right? I think he has discovered this infinite money glitch on Wall Street. I cannot believe I'm saying this, okay? The infinite money glitch of MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. What is it? He does ATM sales, ATMs at the market stock sales, buys Bitcoin immediately. 11 weeks in a row, by the way, MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin. 11 weeks in a row. Here comes the big guns though now. See, he was buying like a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, a couple thousand coins here, 1,000 coins there. He doesn't care. He goes, I'm going to buy every new high. Okay, so as of today, MicroStrategy owns 461,000 Bitcoin. This last weekend, they bought 11,000 more. And you could tell, if you were on Coinbase and if you see the algo, buying algo, go right through it, you know, Bitcoin went from 100,000 to 110,000. Made an all-time high, came back down. You could tell MicroStrategy is buying, right? You could see the buying algo going in there, just taking every offer. But the point I'm trying to make is MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor would, through convertible bond sales, through stock sales, and now through perpetual preferred stock sales, their war chest just exploded in a good way for them. I don't know. I mean, all I know is what he's doing, I fully understand. If you're going to trade MicroStrategy, buyer beware, and the 2x ETFs of MicroStrategy, such as MSTR is the symbol, MSTU, MSTZ, MSTX. There's no end to these things. IBIT, BITX, no end. The 2x ETFs, you really have to be careful with that. But so Bitcoin is 105,000. What you really need to pay attention to, if you're going to trade MicroStrategy, do not trade Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin, put it in your cold wallet. But you can knock yourself out trading all these surrogates or the proxies, right? MicroStrategy is a Bitcoin proxy. The 2x ETFs is a MicroStrategy proxy. So be careful, but pay attention to these four letters, MNAV. That's the multiplier on net asset value, okay? What is the net asset value? You take outstanding shares of MicroStrategy. And every week it's going up, by the way. They keep diluting, but they're buying Bitcoin immediately with it. So at the moment, there's 250 million shares outstanding, common shares on MicroStrategy, and they have about 6 billion in convertible debt, okay? They still have, you know, about 15 billion to go on the convertible debt, but on the ATM sales, at the market stock sales, they are pretty much up there. I think they have about 4 or 5 billion left because he had come up with this 21-21 plan. So that 21-21 plan now exploded, skyrocketed. So he had offered on the, you know, about 3 weeks ago on the next, the earnings are coming out on MicroStrategy, by the way, in February sometime. And he had proposed, MicroStrategy had proposed that the shareholders allow the common shares to go from 330 million to 10.3 billion shares, people, billion shares, not dollars. Today's stock price is 380. Multiply 10.3 billion times 380. Let's see where you guys come up with. It's trillions. I mean, literally at that level, MicroStrategy could be the most valuable company on the planet. So MicroStrategy investors overwhelmingly approve billions of new shares to fund Bitcoin purchases. The company will increase its common shares from 330 million to 10.3 billion common shares. Okay. And they are increasing their preferred shares, preferred stock shares, from 5 million to 1 billion shares, okay, which we know MicroStrategy already announced that they are issuing 2 billion in perpetual preferred shares coming up to buy more Bitcoin. The guy is all in. You guys like him? You guys hate him? You think he's a gambler or he's a genius or whatever he is? He's all in. With this war chest, do you guys think he's going to let Bitcoin go down? He's like sitting here like that. He goes like, I'm just going to raise money, buy Bitcoin. How will it end? I don't know. However, as a bull on Bitcoin, I hope he succeeds. So yeah, I mean, this is something you guys need to pay attention to. By the way, only 9% of the shareholders voted against it. 91% voted for the increase in shares. Think about it. 300 million to 10 billion common shares. What kind of dilution is that? Right? Think about it. It's ridiculous. However, if it's based on an asset that's finite, that's such as Bitcoin, I mean, pretty soon MicroStrategy is going to own a lot more Bitcoin than 451,000 or 61,000 that currently have. So, some of you may say, well, why isn't Bitcoin going up to like 300,000 already? Because you just, there are sellers, there are long-term holders of Bitcoin. But yeah, this is the war chest that they raised, and it's unreal. But please do watch MNAV, like I said. So that's the multiplier to net asset value. So at 105,000 Bitcoin, MicroStrategy owns 461,000 Bitcoin. That's about $50 billion. Well, if you take the outstanding shares currently, not the future, currently at 250 million shares, multiply that time, I think stock is about 375, 380, you come up with like close to about 92, 93 billion. So you take 92 billion divided by their Bitcoin holdings, which is 50 billion, and you come up with a ratio. That's MNAV. The ratio got up to 3.5. So last time Bitcoin was 100,000, MicroStrategy was 540. Bitcoin is still 105,000. MicroStrategy is 380. So what did Wall Street do? Wall Street shorted MicroStrategy, bought Bitcoin physical. Easy trade, right? Okay. So now that MNAV that got up to 3.5, it has shrunk down to about 1.7, 1.8. Sometimes it goes to like 2.2. Like today, for example, Bitcoin is up about to 106. MicroStrategy is down. So that MNAV keeps shrinking. So the value, the extra value that MicroStrategy is selling it as the premium, and the company itself, whatever software they have selling, it's not worth anything. It's probably worth maybe 5 billion, and generously 10 billion. So that's the MNAV. Please watch MNAV. It's easy to do. If whenever MNAV gets to 1.5, I'm a buyer of MicroStrategy, buyer of the ETFs. Whenever MNAV gets to 2.1, 2.2, I'm a seller. I don't want to deal with it.